February 28th for me. It is Monday for you. And it's definitely into March. You're probably thinking, wow, you're filming this in February and it's going up in March. Yes, I am, because I have been very on top of, very ahead of my filming schedule, and I am determined to keep it that way. Because when I fall behind, or when I don't film for like an entire week and then suddenly I'm like, oh, I need to get a video up, it's just stressful. It's stressful. There's a lot of anxiety there. So, you know, we're gonna keep on the schedule. It is 10:40 in the morning. I just drove over here after doing my lovely morning routine, and I'm in the Woodlands. So Fridays I normally reserve for personal growth and development, and today I just really felt like getting out of the house and doing some of that work at Barnes & Noble, maybe going to a park. It's, as you can tell, beautiful outside. 61 degrees. As you can see, I've got my gigantic bag. Can't really see it. My gigantic bag of stuff. I've got some Barnes & Noble gift cards from Christmas, like I think $100 worth, to be totally honest, that I still haven't used. So I have a lot of books on my wish list. So I figured it would be the perfect day to go to Barnes & Noble, kind of take you along with me. And I'm going to be writing today, working on Own Your Thrive. I really do want to spend some time outside, so I think I may go have lunch at my favorite spot and sit on the patio, do some more writing and some work there. I'm really trying to take more advantage, as much as I love, like I'm such a homebody and I love being at home, but the whole reason I wanted to be a creative entrepreneur and to work for myself was so that I had the freedom to be able to work wherever I wanted and to have freedom of time and a free schedule. And so I realized I need to take more advantage of just the Woodlands area, my surroundings, going to coffee shops, cafes, trying new things. And you know, the moon right now is, while we're in Pisces season, it is in Taurus, which is my sign. So I'm definitely feeling those grounded, earthy vibes, just wanting to be outside, but also wanting to kind of explore and try new things. All right, we're switching up the camera angle again because you guys know I hate when we're just in one spot for too long. But on the drive over here, I had so many thoughts and I just wanted to share some of those really quickly. So lately I have really been a lot in my own head. I have like a conversation and a dialogue that goes on in my head all the time, all day, every day. I'm very aware of my thoughts. I'm very aware of what I'm consuming. I'm very aware of what I'm thinking, but there are still some subconscious thought patterns that exist that I've been picking up on more and more and more, which still have something to do with not doing enough or feeling guilty or ashamed that I'm able to go do this on a Friday when I know there are so many people who are not in a situation like this, right? So it's this weird like guilt shame spiral that I tend to go down sometimes. Like if I'm staying at home and I'm not exploring and using my time in a way that I feel like I can do, but maybe some other people can't do, I feel guilty about that. And then when I am out and about, like when I actually go do that, I feel guilty again for doing that. It's a very weird spiral. So I've had to really pinpoint where this story came from and where that guilt and where those feelings come from. Like, what is that story? Where did it come from? Where did I pick it up? And why has it stuck with me for so long into my adulthood? So I know this may come as a bit of a surprise, but I am and always have been a bit of a worrier. And I also tend to think about worst case scenarios, like way more than I think the normal person does. Or I don't know, if you are a worst case scenario person, you kind of worry about things, you really assess and think about all the ways something could go before you actually decide to jump and pursue it. Let me know in the comments down below, because I would really love to know if we share that commonality. It's like one of my biggest hindrances, and that's why when I do take these giant leaps, like when I decide to throw a live event, Own Your Thrive, or when I decided to quit my corporate job, you know, leaving something that was stable and secure for something that was totally just like a roller coaster ride, completely unexpected, like really no idea. That's what entrepreneurship is, basically. You're just kind of flailing and you're like, I'm doing it. I have the strategies and the things in place, but like really it's a lot of flailing, to be totally honest. And it's learning how to be with the flail, to be with yourself on that journey. But I do know that the decisions that I've made and the things that I've done and these giant leaps that I have taken are part of my soul contract. It's a part of my soul's growth. And so, you know, I'm just going with it, and I'm laughing along the way because I'm like, none of us are getting out of this alive, right? So, and that's like my other point. That's really what I wanted to say in this little spiel is, if you are a worst case scenario type person like I am, yeah, I want to say like I used to be, but no, because I still go into the worst case scenario in my mind quite often. I just really want you to ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And really, is it really as bad as your mind is making it out to be? I've just come to find that the worst case scenario is never actually as bad as we think it is, because really the worst case scenario of anything is that you're not here anymore. And there's really no risk, no leap, no chance that you can take that is going to result in that in the way that you might think. So like, you might feel like it would be the end of the world or the end of your life if, you know, you broke up with your partner, or if you did quit your job and decided to pursue something else. And really, it's like, it's not the end of the world, because I thought to myself, if I quit my job and things don't work out with entrepreneurship, what's the worst that'll happen? I go get another job. That's literally the worst case scenario. With not being with your partner anymore, the worst case scenario is that you spend time with yourself and get to know yourself for a bit. And yes, you no longer have that person in your life, but you're also opening up space for new relationships and for new opportunities and new things to come your way. So it's not this catastrophic, like, end of the world, life or death kind of situation. And I think our minds and our egos can really snowball and blow things out of proportion, like, to an extreme. And so I just kind of wanted to share that today. If you're having trouble taking a leap or a jump or a risk because you think there's some worst case scenario out there, I just want you to remember that if you're still here and breathing, I mean, that you've won. That's the win. That's the ultimate win. You are still here. You still get to live. You still get to do the things that you want to do. You still get to try. You still get to try. You still get to put in the effort. You still have time. There's still time to do the things that you want to do. So, okay, well, I felt like that was a mini podcast that we just kind of integrated into this YouTube video. Also kind of like a little Own Your Thrive tidbit, which I'm so excited about. If you've not gotten your ticket, you can still save 20% with code OWNIT111, and you can find that link in the description box below. It is May 16th to 17th, 2020. We are like 2.5 months out, which is so crazy. So make sure you check that out. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to meet everyone in May. It is going to be so epic. All right, so I'm gonna gather up all my stuff and go ahead and head on into Barnes & Noble, get some writing, some creating, kind of get my plan together for this lovely, beautiful day. And then I'm probably gonna find a park to go to so I can sit outside. So let's do this. Admittedly, it is another day. I totally spaced and forgot to film an outro for this vlog. First and foremost, I want to remind you to grab your ticket to Own Your Thrive if you haven't already. You can find that link in the description box below. There are also a few spots left for both of my self-study coaching programs, Valiance, which is my program for aspiring authors, and Elevate, which is my program for aspiring creative entrepreneurs. You know, it's funny, if you follow me on Insta stories, then you know I've been given all the motivational pep talks, all those fired chats. I've really been sharing what has been on my heart lately. And so I want to share something really quick because I was at the Verizon store the other day and I was looking at all of the new iPhones and all of the different options. And as I was looking at these iPhones, you know, your eye just like goes to the price tag, or you look it up on your phone that you currently have and you see what the price tag is. And so I think back to 4 or 5 years ago when I dropped a couple $1,000s on a coaching program because I knew that my dreams were worth it. They were worth going after. And it wasn't beneath me or below me to admit that I needed some help. I needed some guidance to figure out how to make this whole entrepreneurial journey work. Not to mention, I was dead set on making it my full-time gig so that I no longer had to work in a corporate setting. And I truly believe that the biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we can't afford something. I was scrolling through Insta stories and I believe it was Angie Lee, I screenshotted it, but I believe it was Angie Lee who just dropped such a truth bomb about money and being able to afford things that I had to share it here. She said, the moment you give up and say, I can't afford it, is the moment you give your power away. It's a cop-out. It's where we hide. If you want to find the money, you can. If your dreams are important enough to you, you will. And anybody can. How quickly are you giving up on your dream? So to the person watching this from their $1,000 iPhone, I'm just sitting here imagining everyone's face right now. In other less intense news, I am offering both of my personal development books in ebook format, SOULFLOW, and Be Your Own #Goals for $5 total from March 9th, today, through March 16th. All you gotta do is log on to Amazon. You don't even need a Kindle to participate, and you can go ahead and buy both of those ebooks for a total of $5 and get them on your mobile device, on that $1,000 iPhone you have, your iPad, your Kindle, whatever you're using. You can download these books and start reading today. That price promotion is valid for the US and UK only. Believe me, if I could make it available to the whole entire world, I would, but it is a KDP restriction, so alas, there is not much I can do. Thank you so much for being here today, for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to support my channel, and don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as that little bell that will send you email notifications to your inbox whenever I upload new videos. Don't forget to check out the description box below for more information on my courses, books, programs, and so much more. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.